You've all heard me talk about Saint's line of eyeshadows and how highly pigmented they are. But did you know that Saint has a line of cream-based eyeshadows? Now, I was a bit skeptical at first too, so I totally understand where you're coming from. But I'm going to do a look with them today, and I just wanted to showcase how cool they actually are. So these three here are cream-based shadows. So the lightest one here is Tangled, and then we have Spiced and Arabian Nights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab just a little bit of Tangled on my brush. Now I'm using the smudge brush, and I'm gonna use my mirror here too, so just bear with me. And I'm gonna put that all over my lid as a base. Now, it's a really great idea to get in the habit of using a base for your eyeshadows, because two things that it'll do is it'll help you eliminate any color discrepancies between your lid. So for example, some of us have red toned lids, some have a little bit of purple tones in them, and some have blue because of our veins. Now, you're seeing that because your skin is the thinnest that it is on your eyelids. Doing it this way will also help make sure that you don't get creasing in your lids by starting to put a primer down over top. Just like ignore this crazy hairpiece here. Next, I'm gonna go in with Spiced. Spiced, I'm just going to put all over my lid itself. Now, if you're an oily girl, you might wanna set your lid a little bit more with a dry shadow. And when I mean dry, I just don't mean a cream-based shadow. So you could use something like Cupcake or Drift will give you extra sparkle, or even just toss down a little bit of eyeshadow or a little bit of setting powder on top of it, just to make sure that those creases stay at bay. Full disclaimer, I just put my lashes on this morning, so I'm trying to be really gentle with them. Next, I'm gonna go in with Arabian Nights just into the corner and up onto the crease, just to create a little bit more. Now, the one thing that I love about these cream shadows is that they're buildable, so you don't need a lot to get going, but I also find that they just give a really even pigment. The last step I'm going to be using, I'm actually going to glam this up just a little bit, and I'm going to go in with our Pure Glitters, which I always apply by using a little bit of Demi Balm. It just helps the glitters stay in place right where I want them, where in this case, I literally just want it right on the center of my lid. And I'm using my finger just to pack it on. That way I'll get the best control with where I want the glitter. Sometimes by adding it to the brush, it really gets stuck in the bristles, and then it's harder to control where it goes. Look how simple that looks, and how just a little bit went a long way. So you can tell I have a ton left over on my finger. I'm gonna put a little bit of balm on the other side. This is the other great thing about using a cream-based shadow when you're doing this kind of stuff. And by kind of stuff, I mean adding the glitter, because the cream is a bit tacky, right? So you are gonna get better hold with this glitter. What do you think? Maybe it's a little out there for you, and that's okay.